Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and this is the brand new debut of the Squier debut P-Bass. Is it debut or is it D-butt? Because this is definitely a D-butt. I don't know what that means. So this is the brand new Squier debut P-Bass. It is the lowest level Squier P-Bass that you can get, and it is $129 shipped plus taxes. This ultra budget P-Bass is looking to be your first bass. But is it worth it? Let's find out. First, let's go over the specs of the Squier debut. As I mentioned, this comes in at $129 shipped plus taxes, and you can find it on Amazon, and that's where I got this one, and other online retailers, I guess. You get a poplar body and one of 3 finishes. This one is the satin red. You also get a matte black or a satin sunburst. All 3 finishes come with a white pickguard like this, and we have a regular P-Bass pickup. This is one of the worst P-Bass pickups I've ever heard. Oh my god, it's so bad. And that is paired to a regular volume and tone control. Lower your expectations here, folks, because this is not a high-quality electronic setup or any real setup. We'll go over that later. For hardware, we have a regular 4-string cheap bridge. This is the regular bridge that you see on all the cheap Squiers. You have 19mm spacing. You can adjust the individual string heights, intonation. I mean, it's a bridge. It works. It's not a 3-point bridge. You know, it's not that bad, but it's a functional bridge. And moving up to the neck, this is a 34-inch scale, 20 fret, 38mm nut width, meh of a neck. It's a maple neck with a laurel fingerboard, and it is one of the necks of all time. Again, I mentioned it was 38mm, so this is more of a jazz bass profile as opposed to like a chunky P. So this is meant to be like, you know, somebody's first bass and meant to be an easy bass to play. However, we will see that it is anything but. D-butt. Ha! Oh, I cracked myself up. The neck also has a 9.5-inch radius on here, making it like a modern profile. And then moving up to the headstock, we have these 4 open gear tuners, a very cheap Squier logo and precision bass lettering, and a string tree. Now let's go ahead and turn our little turntable. Where's the foot switch? Where is it? Oh no! There we go. As this bass is spinning around, I have to mention this bass really doesn't come with anything. I know some of the other budget basses, like, you know, an entry-level Harley Benton or a Glary or something like that, at least will come with, like, a sad excuse of a case and, like, a cable or something like that. This doesn't come with any of that. It's just the bass, from what I could tell. Around back, we can see that there's not a lot going on, and we can also see that this satin red in my particular lighting setup kind of just looks like poop. It is a better color and, like, better, brighter lighting, but with all this, like, pinky purpley going on, it does look brown. We do also have a Fender 4-screw neck attachment with an unbranded neck plate back here. Don't expect any Squier branding on any of the hardware. This is as cheap as it gets, folks. And then speaking of cheap, at the back of the neck, we can also see that there is no skunk stripe. This is just a piece of maple and a piece of laurel and some frets. And how much does our Squier debut P-Bass weigh? This particular example comes in at, I think it was 8.5 pounds. Not bad, but weight doesn't really matter that much if the bass doesn't balance well. Now I'm going to push the button again. And let's see how this balances with a dog in front of me. Ah! With a dog here. Let's move up a little bit. Hi, Pup. Hi. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. You're such a good boy. Okay, let's see. We have a bit of neck dive, as this is an 8.5 pound instrument. It is very lightweight. You are very excited. This isn't a toy for you. This is a, well, I guess it could be. You want to chew it up? This is a very lightweight instrument at 8.5 pounds. The balance isn't great with these rather heavy tuners and the lightweight poplar body. So you're going to have quite a bit of neck dive, and you see how quickly that headstock goes down. Oh yeah, you're competing for my attention. I know. Oh, okay. Are you just gonna attack me? Is this what life is? Okay, back to the bass. And with the strap, we do lose a little bit of the neck dive, but no, it's still going. It's still going. And then standing up, it's still going. This is not a well-balanced instrument, but keep in mind it is like $130. Now let's check out our Squier debut P-Bass with our Ampeg Rocket 50 combo amp. So this is not good. The action is very high, and now you're gonna be like, hey Lobster, why didn't you just set it up? I did set it up. This is as low as the action could get, and it's like so high, and it still buzzes. No, I don't like that. So playability is not very good. The fret ends are at least not that pokey. You do feel a little bit of pokiness, but it's not like gonna slash your hand open or anything. The electronics are also just like weak. That was like me digging in because I want to get some like booty out of this, and I'm getting nothing. Yeah, it's like, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. I can like see the levels on my little recording setup right over here, and it's like, beep, tiniest little wave, so small. No, yeah, so tone-wise, not great so far. We have a tone control. Let's turn that all the way down, see if it sounds better. Yeah, I can still have fun. I can still have fun with pieces of crap. This thing is like such a turd. Oh my god. It's not like Hardluck King's bad, but it's like, you know, the Squier in the court of the Hardluck King. I crack myself up. I'm so funny. Let's take the tone up to about 50% and see if that sounds like a thing. Oh, I hate this so much. It's so bad. Like, it's really, really bad. Let's turn the tone back up. Where's my pick? Pick! Pick, here you are. Here's this with the pick, a little pickety pick. I'm gonna put that away. That wasn't bad though. And let's slap it. Oh yeah, it's rough to play. Like, I'm really having to try. And I don't like that. It's supposed to be effortless. I'm effortless. Now I guess I'll plug this into my Trickfish. Sorry, Trickfish. I'm sorry, Trickfish. Okay, so now I'm playing through a Trickfish amp with a compressor on it. So it's gonna fill out the sound a little bit, and that it does. Definitely sounds better through my, $2,500 amp. Great job, Squier. Let's hear this. I still have fun. So as you hear, it doesn't sound like terrible through a really nice amp. Yeah, I don't really want to use too many effects, and I don't think it's microcosm worthy. So yeah, no. I don't want to play this with the microcosm. Don't make me. I'm not gonna. No. So let's just do a little, I'll play a little more and then we'll talk. We'll talk, you and me. We're gonna have a chat about the Squier D-Butt. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm so done with this. So here are my final thoughts on our Squier debut P-Bass. This is a rough one. Squier has been a trusted name for beginner basses for decades. When I started back in the mid-2000s, you could get a Squier starter pack for around $200 that had an Affinity P-Bass or a J-Bass and a little amp. That was the start for a lot of people's bass experience, and I know those people are, my age now. Some of them have kids. Some of those kids may want to play bass, and those parents are probably looking at a trusted brand like Squier to provide a quality instrument like they got back in those days. I'm not going to say they're super nice, but the Squiers back then at least had some output. They played decently enough. And we're a good learning platform where this really isn't. So many of the features of this really detract from the playing experience, and that's detrimental for a new player. The high action makes it feel just imprecise and sloppy, and the neck stability is just not there. If this is going to be your main instrument, you're going to be taking it maybe to school, playing inside, outside, going to jam sessions with friends. You want an instrument that is at least gonna keep it set up for more than a week, and I doubt that this is gonna hold it set up for a week, let alone the 2 days that I had it, because it's already not really held it set up too well. So yeah, the output of the pickup is lackluster. The neck is really bad. It's not a good neck. The playability isn't good. The adjustability isn't good. The tuners are not great. So much about this bass is just detracting from the ownership experience, detracting from the playing experience, and I can't recommend it, even at the $150 price point. There's companies like Larry, there's companies like Harley Benton that make budget instruments that are at least the devil you know. Of course, you have to manage your expectations with budget instruments, but this doesn't even deliver on my lowest expectations. This is barely a bass, and that's so disappointing coming from a name like Squier. So to all the new players out there, I would avoid this. I would get anything else, literally get anything else. Get a short scale Jackson. Those are like $150 to $200. Those are way more fun. Those are a PJ, and they come in fun colors, not this like kind of a gross color, to be honest. There's like some angles you're like, huh, maybe it's nice, and then there's some angles where you're like, no. Save your money, folks. Save your money. But that will do it for our review of our Squier debut P-Bass. It is not a good bass. Just don't buy it. But let me know what your thoughts are on our Squier debut down in the comments below. As always, thank you all for watching, and until we groove again.